Hi everyone, my name is Joel, and today we're going to talk about crash to desktops. Most recent crash to desktops, which happened since the latest update 14, and I'm going to show you how an update, not just update 14, but any update can cause crash to desktops to your system. So let me start up the sim real quick, and we'll take a look and I'll show you some tips in here that you want to make sure that you're doing, and we'll get everything going. Whenever you have an update, you need to check your third-party add-ons and make sure that everything is up to date. Because if you've got out-of-date third-party add-ons, they may not play well with the latest update. So you have to go through and make sure everything is updated. Make sure you've done the latest Windows update, the latest Microsoft Store update. And I like to keep my drivers updated. A lot of people don't, but that's your choice. A lot of people use older drivers. I update my drivers all the time. Never had any problems with that. But today I'm going to show you some things that worked for me. I have my three favorite planes to fly are the 747, the PMDG 737, and the A310. And last week I opened up the 310 and was setting it up for flight, and I had it crash the desktop. So I closed the program, rebooted my computer. I said, well, let me try another plane. So I tried the 747, another crash the desktop. So then I tried my 737, same thing. So all three planes, I never even got the engine started. So, but I got that problem. I got past that. So I want to show you how that got fixed. So the first thing you want to do, if you go in there and when you open up your flight sim, don't go in there and start setting up a plane for flight. Go into your profile screen here, go into your content manager, and look up here to make sure that you don't have any updates. Because if you start flying and you've got updates up here, you're just asking for problems. But you want to do this every time before you start flying. So now I'm going to go into options. We're going to show you the general options, and it looks like they changed me from DX11 to DX12, so we're going to flip that back over to DX11, and we'll take care of that. Flight changes, and then I'm going to go into I believe it's data here. I like to keep my rolling cache files turned off because when you have an update, if you've got new terrain that has come in through the update and you're using your caching off of old files, that's going to probably cause a problem for you. That will be that'll cause you some crash to desktops, more than likely. So I don't even mess with it. I leave mine turned off. But if you like to leave yours turned on, that's fine. But you need to go through before you start flying. Go in and delete your cache files so that at least you won't have old ones in there. So we'll go ahead and delete that. And it doesn't take very long for me because I keep mine emptied out for the most part. Anyway, so that's all we're going to do in here. We're going to go ahead and do F11, apply the changes, and go back. And now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of what I'm talking of how to fix your crash to desktops. So we're going to close this down. So the first thing you want to do is click on your folder, your file explorer here, and go into your Windows, whichever drive you use for your flight simulator, and then go into users and make sure you have whichever one has all your whichever one is tied to your system here. I wouldn't use the default one. And then after you get in there, you want to click on app data. But app data is a hidden file. It's a hidden folder. So if you've never came across this before, what you need to do is open it up as an administrator and change it from missing or from a hidden file to a file that you can use, because you need to open up this app data here. So we'll click on app data and we're going to click on local, and then now this might not work if you have Steam. So if you do have Steam, you may have a different way of getting in here. But now we're going to go down to packages, and this is the main one. Even if you have Steam, you're probably going to have this folder right here, Microsoft Flight Simulator, right there. Let's see if, and what we're going to do, we're going to click on that. Let me see if I can make this a little bit larger so you can see. View extra large, medium, details. Content. There we go. So this is the one you want to, right here. You want this one right here. So click on that. And now this is where you want to go into this local cache here. And you need to actually go in and delete the scenery cache and the scenery indexes. Don't worry about them being deleted, because as soon as you start your sim up, they're going to be recreated. But they won't have any old information in there. That old information is what was causing my crash to desktops. So we'll go into this. We're going to just let's see here. Scenery data. We're just going to delete this scenery data here, or scenery cache. So that's gone. Now we're going to go into scenery indexes and delete that one too. Now we've got one more to go. So we're going to go back. We're going to go this time, instead of choosing local cache, we're going to choose local state. If you don't have this, this one right here, DCE, you got to get rid of that too. Those are the 3 folders that have to be deleted. So we'll go ahead and delete the DCE, and that's it. And then once you do that, you can open up you can restart your flight sim. Let me get my cat out of the way here. And those folders will be recreated, and hopefully that will work for you. That's what did it for me. I'm back to flying. I'm very happy. All my planes work again, and no more issues. I have had this issue come up almost every time that there's an update of some sort. Of course, if you've got updates to different areas, scenery updates, or any kind of update, it could cause that problem. So then you want to make sure that you keep this in mind, that this can reoccur after you've had updates. And if it does, all you have to do is go back and repeat that process that we just did. It's the same, basically the same way if you're going to go into your community folder. It's just like on your way into your community folder. So just go in, delete those three folders, and you should be good to go. And hopefully that will help you like it helped me. And I appreciate you watching my video, and if you have any comments, you can write them, good or bad, doesn't matter to me. And happy flying. Thanks. Bye.